Hello again. So I have to re-record. As you guys know, I got cut off by a phone call. That could be one of two things: a distraction or protection. Long story short, I need you to stay very active in your spiritual routine when it comes to how you protect yourself. Okay, whether prayer, salt bath, egg cleansing, you need to stay on top because right now it is spiritual warfare going on. You guys already know I had my own situation out of spirituality when it comes to my family members. However, I feel like there's something bigger going on. It could be the aftermath of the eclipse. I don't know 100%, okay? But I do know there's a lot of shenanigans energy wise everywhere. Um, in relation to the previous reading I just did, I would say this that the reason all of this took place, I do feel heavy has to do with the fact that you have been attacked by your blood, quote unquote, in generations back or family members recently in order to keep you in this loophole of darkness. Okay, if you felt like your life have just been shitty all your life and this is just your norm, um but this is in relation to relationships, to be specific, because I mentioned it in the other reading, how your person acted out of character and tried to humiliate you. That is one of the reasons of this so-called blood magic going on. Okay, this division, this confusion, this spiritual warfare. Okay, so it's very essential that you get your protection on first and foremost. Okay. With that being said, I will say this though, when I almost forgot. So I don't know if this is linked to this message I just did, but uh, 1 minute about myself, I fixed things with my mom, or the universe fixed things in cooperation with God and my spiritual team. The situation with my mom, at least for a day. Usually, when we have those huge falling outs, which is kind of like it's a monthly thing, okay, which is exhausting, but it was kind of fixed. It was not kind. It was fixed in a day, like literally in a day. And basically, my mom had to kind of leave the premises, aka the house. And then when she came back, she was like normal. Everything was good. And you might think that it has to do with like a tactic. I don't have the energy to to go that deep. But you know how people be like, "Oh, I am going to make you the gaslight to be the worst person ever," and then they're gonna come back like nothing happened, like you guys are good. You know how you have, well, actually no, that's exactly what it is. You have a big fight and no sorry, no nothing, and they're just gonna be like, oh, did you clean the blender, because that was the question I got. um And the funny thing is that I very much wanted to tell her update about uh, what's going on after that, because I was like, oh, her energy is so calm, right? And it's so funny because I already know the aftermath if I do so, and I did anyways. I kind of updated her on a few things right after. She was kind of like, yeah, I need you to do this, this, and this, and this, and this, like in the house, and so on and so on, which I normally do, but it does give her, again, the open door to kind of order me around because now she feels like we are in a good space. And for anyone that's in a narcissistic relationship, this is how they are going to operate. As soon as you open the door to everything is fine, then the cycle can start. But you know what? I'm willing to endure it for a bit, personally. Okay, if it wasn't a relationship, which I also have been at some point in my life, and I feel like this is why I dealt with a lot of narcissistic people. There was a lot of forgiving and forgetting, um, but it was always the same cycle of mental, uh, sometimes physical abuse. So yeah, it's sad, but this is not the message here. I felt like I want to share. Okay. Um, but yeah, back to whoever is dealing with your person humiliating you, and they're gonna blame it on the fact that the sex wasn't good. It is because of some sort of generational blood magic situation going on. Um, I'm gonna stay on track now because I don't know why I'm forgetting this vital thing. Because what I was viewing during the spiritual realm, okay, how I get most of my messages is you being in the hospital and quote unquote the people that was trying to help you with your situation wasn't really people, and their intention was to hurt you. So you're gonna come out of that place much most. Their intention was for you to come out of that place not well. Okay, not even worse, but not well. And I don't know if that was like a passing or a future thing, but right after it shifted to like two entities, it felt like angels and demons fighting. Okay, and you were like in the midst of it all as well. It's kind of crazy. um and then it shifted to like a really dark, like void place, and I was like personally wanted to like wake up and be like, oh, I think I don't know, you know. But I was kind of staying in that realm for a bit, and what I was viewing was um remote viewing, through the spiritual realm. I was hearing Jesus. So I saw you, and then I saw Jesus, and you were talking to Jesus, and there were this chord, like, yeah, chord between you and Jesus, and after Jesus was like some of your angels, and around was like just emptiness and void. But it was kind of like you were going somewhere. You were in a place, but I just saw like the voidness of it all. Okay. And I keep hearing you talking to Jesus, and I was talking to Jesus as well because I was kind of like, what is going on here today? And I keep hearing my angels, and my angels was kind of like talking to me like this is like it was above my my payroll. Okay, that's all I gotta say. There's certain things I can handle spiritually, and then I have my team, and then there's certain things that is above. This it's intense, and this is why there's spiritual warfare. Okay, just like there are wars on this planet, there are wars spiritually for people's souls. Okay, that's the whole intention, to get alliance, uh, dark or light. It's that simple. And I remember there was this angel that was fighting against your one of your biggest angels, okay, in your team. And apparently that specific angel was a part of your team, but it I don't know if you noticed it, but like it covered them, it miraged themselves. Oh my, I can't even remember. It it glamored themselves. I think that's the English word. It glamored themselves to be like an angel of light, but it was actually an angel of darkness. And I don't know if this is like the mathematics of it all. But as soon as you talked to Jesus, the spiritual team came up, and this angel all of a sudden was fighting with your biggest angel. So I'm thinking you're like, okay, as soon as you talk to Jesus, then you saw the truth. Okay, if that makes sense. And then Jesus was telling you, like, if they're going, telling you, like, it's going to be fine, I'm here, and I don't want to cry because I get so emotional whenever I talk about God, the Holy Spirit, and Jesus Christ, aka Joshua. But that's like, no, to be specific, Jesus Christ, Joshua said, I'm here, I got you. In order for them to, like, yeah, that was what he said to you. And then Jesus had a conversation with the angels and the actual fake angel, okay, fallen angel, if you want, if you may, and said basically, if they want to get through you, this fake angel, or fallen angel, in reality, a whole demon. Because if I'm gonna put it in example, like, um, Lucifer, the devil, was an angel, but he became a fallen angel when he disobeyed the Most High, Elohim, God. And then he, made his own little crew, little group. And these are known as the angels that work for, um, entities, lower rational frequencies, darkness, things of that nature. Okay. But yeah, so what was told in authority was like, if you're gonna get through her, aka you, they have to go through all of us. And this angel, this fake angel, this fallen angel did, and took down a lot of your spiritual team. I'm not gonna lie. But one of the biggest angels, like I mentioned before, stood their ground, and I was literally seeing them battling it out. Like an actual battle. Like, if you ever played Mortal Kombat, that's what it looked like. Exactly. And that angel is no more. Okay. Their essence is not in this existence anymore. Okay. So, number one, thank your spiritual team. Thank God, Spirit, Holy Spirit, Jesus Christ. Okay. So, there is that. Because I feel like your attack here, even though it's like spiritual season time, because I do feel like it has to do with the eclipse. I also feel like a lot of it has to do with you having been targeted for so long. Okay, this is not a caliber of, where people are hating from a distance, and if you feel comfortable in something that is negative, that's a whole curse. That's a whole curse. Like, that's a whole. It's crazy. So, going back to this person that was tampered with and manipulated with through energy, and you going through some crazy stuff, you need to stay strong in your belief system, because that will be fixed. Okay, that will be fixed. I think the target was to kind of get through you, and they used your person to get to you. um when I woke up from all of this, I literally did my errands. I booked freaking laundry. I know. I went outside to just take a breather. I start crying. The things I already felt sad when I woke up, but I didn't hear like my quote unquote sign when it comes to like me giving messages for you guys. So I was thinking, okay, let me check what's logically going on, Let me check if it's PMS. Let me check if it's, because I'm human too. Okay. Um I just felt overwhelmed, and I was like, is it really what was going on in the spirit realm? Because on one hand, I've seen things much more pretty deep. Okay, but I just, yeah, I don't know. I started like just crying. Now crying is healing though, but I just, in a long time, for the first time, I was kind of like, wow, I am just tired. And I just felt like, I don't know, maybe I should just take a break. I will say this though, anything I do for you guys collectively, it's not tedious. What is tedious is, what I have to deal with spiritually. Um, you know, in my logical brain, I'm thinking, oh, because I'm doing all of this and therefore such and such. And in reality, it has some truth to it. Me trying to bring light to certain things and events and bring peace, a lot of entities, darkness in itself, they don't like this. And I know this from experience, even if I didn't do this based on this channel, because I've done it in during the time when I was religious, okay? You'd think me, because I'm not religious, but when I was, even then, it was, but this is how God made me, and this is why God had given me gifts. So I just have to endure, because at the end of the day, God always come through. But humanly, it can get quite overwhelming, I will say. So on top of that, dealing with things that are based on psychology and mental health outside of all of this. So when I do ask to pray for me, I do mean it, because wow, sometimes. Um yeah, with that being said, I also got Jupiter and Venus, okay? You could have that heavy in your transits, or um horoscope based, astrology based, okay? Or there's something going on with the Jupiter Venus transits, just like there was a recent eclipse. All of this is going to be revealed. I will say this though, you will feel a heaviness of, like, when you feel like trapped. I don't even know how to explain it, but you know those like strap jackets when you were like in a mental asylum. I feel like you felt like that all your life, okay? And that's gonna like be taken off. Okay. All right. So, with that being said, remember you're protected. Also, stay heavy in your faith when it comes to your personal. Also, stay heavy in your faith when it comes to your belief system, and know that your angels are kicking those fake angels behind to oblivion. With that being said, thank you guys for stopping by, and good luck on your journey in life. So I almost forgot. So I also got like a few other messages, 415 or 445. I do feel like, again, it's all symbolic tied to one another in this reading. So I feel like the veil, the darkness, the fight, the victory all took place during those timelines. 445 or 415. You could also be somebody that wakes up during these times as well. I will say this though, if you woke up crying, because remember I said that I felt quite sad when I woke up. It wasn't during that time in my own country, but it could have been 445 or 415 in your country, okay? Um, so yeah, that's also what I want to mention here, that you're not trapped anymore, okay? You're not stagnant anymore. Um, because that entity that was trying to lure you into that mindset, that frequency, is dead now, okay? Um, Anything that was trying to stagnate your life, um, and not being progressive or trap you or keep you stuck, all of that has been dead now. And like you guys heard, it was an angel, sorry, a demon masquerading themselves as an angel to be your spirit guardian or to keep you in those dynamics, specifically stagnation and entrapment. Okay, though feeling this bad like energy, I feel like it sums up pretty generally um, what I'm trying to like convey here. But yeah, okay, so now you know. Thank you guys for stopping by. And again, if anything that you want to know about, because I feel like I've said so much in detail, um, I do have a website where I do personals. And if you want more of this, all you have to do is contact me, okay? So, with that being said, thank you for stopping by, and I'm officially done.